I choose to have this experience in the most blessed way. "2025 is going to be a year to remember. It's going to be before and after 2025. I feel this to my bones. I am absolutely addicted to political analysts, financial analysts, astrologers, and all of them agree. The wind of change is here and is going to get stronger and stronger. So the question is, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to pretend that it's yet another year and be a victim of all that wind of change? Or on the contrary, we are going to wear the big self trousers? Are we going to say, I am the grown-up me who is ready to what comes? Then the possibilities will be very, very different. The opportunities that you could find in this massive change reality will be very different for you. In this video, I want to tell you how I am personally preparing for this monumental year, and what are the questions and perspectives that I'm using to make 2025 a year to remember with love, and I will say with pride. Look, I want to take the metaphor of astrology because it just fills my heart. There are 3 planets that are going to change sign, and these 3 planets say a lot of who we are and gives us clues of where the change will be. A big change will be of Pluto going from Capricorn to Aquarius. And will remain in Aquarius until 2043. So we're talking about a couple of years. A long time, you see, until 43. This planet, Pluto, is a very interesting metaphor. It's a very interesting message that it brings us. Is the planet that represents personal transformation. It's the planet that represents renewal. It is really like the story of the butterfly or the story of the phoenix. It is for me astonishing to see what happened in my life when Pluto changed from one sign to the other. In the first time was when I was born. The second time was when my parents got divorced. The next one was when I moved from Mexico to the Netherlands. And the last time was when I quit my corporate career and I entered into this world of entrepreneurship, motherhood, ancestral healing. It's really astonishing. This planet changes signs between 11.5 and 30.5 years because it has an elliptic orbit. So sometimes it's faster and sometimes it's longer the time because of this elliptic orbit. So the last time, the last sign that it has been in Capricorn. Capricorn is everything about control, focus. It's almost like it is asking us to be responsible, to be the one who decides for you, the father of yourself, you being the father of you. So in this last cycle for me, from 2008 to 2020, well, to now 2024, because it will change in November, It was a time when I became a full mother. It was after my children were born, and the responsibility, the life and death responsibility of what it is to be a mother. And it's not just about, birthing them or giving them breakfast, but it's about giving them values. It's about giving them all that fundament that is just so valuable that without you they will not have. So the question is for you. The past 17 years, from 2008 to 23 to today, to 24, in which way you have been taking responsibility? Have you taken enough responsibility? Have you been too severe with yourself? How much of a tyrant have you been towards yourself? How much of a, laissez-faire father you have been to yourself? This is something that you have to learn and improve, and really as soon as possible, because this will be the change that you will feel next year if you haven't really learned your lesson. So reflect in which way you have been the best father for yourself. The change is now happening, and Pluto is going to move to Aquarius until 2043, and it's moving to this planet Aquarius. I'm Aquarius. It's the planet of people, of community, of grassroots. It's a planet of technology. So how much are you into that? I can tell you that I was the lone wolf for the longest time. For several reasons, childhood trauma, bullying, I was behaving as a lone wolf for a long time. And little by little, I have been opening my heart and my agenda to others, and more and more and more. And I can tell you right now, my interest is to start a community of women who start daily creating little drops that will create ripples of goodness for our lives, for the community, for the future. And this is because Aquarius is starting to feel into my heart that I personally need to be in community. And you too. So the question is for you. What are you going to do? What are you opening to do in the realm of Aquarius, in the realm of community, in the realm of grassroots, cooperation, support, and also in the realm of technology? In which way are you going to incorporate technology in your life? In which way you are going to have a good relationship with technology? And this is a very interesting question because, of course, the next planet is Neptune. It's a matter of having a good relationship with technology, not a substitution of your intellect, of your emotion, of your capabilities with technology. Is to have a balanced relationship. But we're going to talk a lot about that as we go in the next year, because it will be very poignant. We want technology, but we want spirit as well. We need a balance. The next one is Neptune. Neptune, yes, the ruler of the sea. The sea of dreams. Everything gets dissolved in water. And Neptune in Pisces is like, the double magic of it is your psychic abilities, is the reason why so many people are starting to be able to, to listen to that feeling within. And I found that so exciting because this is the time in these past 14 years when I transitioned from being an engineer into being a coach, a mentor, and now I do all these spiritual things. My body talks to me when I'm talking to my clients, and it tells me if they should say yes or no, if they should go, if it is neutral. It's just absolutely incredible what this transit has done to me, has told me, has allowed me to listen to my own psychic abilities. Has this happened for you? In the past 14 years, have you woken up to a more spiritual part of you? Have you felt a sense of spiritual purpose in your life? This is what happened in the past 14 years, and I want you to notice how have you changed in the way you interact with others in this subtle way that is more spiritual, more idealistic, more intuitive. How have you changed? And maybe, have you been editing yourself? No, I cannot get into that. No, cannot get into that. I can tell you that for the longest time, I was fighting with this because I was working with my clients in private, telling them these intuitive things. But in public, I wouldn't dare to say it. I recently started studying astrology. And in the past, I wouldn't have entered to study astrology at all. And second, I wouldn't tell anybody. And now I'm putting a video online about this. It's, a big transformation. So the question is, where you are editing yourself into that? Are you not allowing yourself to embody this new psychic, intuitive self? Where are you? So the change is that Neptune is going into Aries. Aries is the first cardinal sign, is the place where things start. For me, Aries is entrepreneurship, is new beginnings, is enthusiasm. So my interpretation of that is, take that Neptunian vibe and start walking the talk. I found it so exciting. If you mix this with the previous change that we're talking about, Pluto and Aquarius, a renewal as community with technology, mix with a renewed sense of spirituality, a renewed sense of that inner knowing, that owning of our divine beingness. This could make 2025 amazing. Can you imagine all humanity embodying this not contradiction, these seemingly contradictory things, that we can become really spiritual and highly technological? Wow! And we do it in community. That will be really fantastic. So open yourself to that and open your imagination. And when 2025 goes, I hope that my words resound in your heart and you say, yeah, I'm continuing my practice. I'm continuing my practice of meditation, of mindfulness. Yes, I continue my practice of using this technology. Yes, I continue my practice of working in community. Yes, I continue my practice. Powerful. Third planet. That is Uranus. Uranus has been in Taurus for the past 7 years. And I found it so beautiful. The past 7 years has been a lot about Taurus is everything about what is material, and that means money. For me, it has meant something like changing the way I think of money. What is the concept of money? In the past 7 years, I have been involved in so many initiatives of recycling. Every single clothes that I own, all of them, well, not I call it not underwear, But all the clothes that I own, all the shoes that I own, have been pre-loved. So I'm in these different initiatives that we share clothes, in these different initiatives that we share furniture. Just keep recycling. And you see, you have been doing it again. We are changing the way we think about material possessions, the way we think about money. And more people are thinking about that. I love in the one that is related to clothes, that's a clothing loop. I'm going to link them below. They're amazing. I think they are worldwide, so I hope you join the clothing loop. We share clothes, and I love that they say who is the user right now of that sweater, of that trouser. It's not the owner, it's the user. This is what has changed Uranus in Taurus in the past 7 years for you, for me, for humanity. To think about property, about material possessions in a renewed way. That is very Aquarian. The idea of community, of sharing, of swapping. It's so exciting. And it's so exciting to think, well, it's coming to an end and we are going to another level. The other level will be Gemini. And Gemini will be a lot about borders, about it is very linked to identity, immigrants, moving. Could I be moving? Could you be moving? So many people, you name it. I'm Mexican living in the Netherlands. There are so many immigrants here in the Netherlands. There are so many immigrants living there in Mexico. I just see people changing countries left, right, and center. And so many people leave this country and so many people leave this other country. Is just incredible. And everybody has an opinion about it, but I like to think that reality never makes mistakes. And these changes that in this moment appear so, wow, immigration is changing everything, could be the source of wonderful and beautiful things in the future. My great-grandfather, Englishman, he went to Mexico. If it was not for him, I wouldn't be here. I, 27 years ago, came to the Netherlands. If it was not for me, my children wouldn't be here. Like that, we are going to change our limits of culture, of history, of identity. It's not just about where we will be living, but who we think we are. Where is the limit of what we think? And it could be expansive of how we're moving, or also solidifying of who I am choosing to be. So just observe it. Observe this sense of inner revolution, as well as you will see this outer revolution of what is fair, what is just, and where is the border, the limit. What do I say yes, what do I say no, and what is really important to me. This is going to be beautiful. If you see it as beautiful. So there you have it, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. I invite you to decide today that 2025 indeed will be a year that will change your life. But even if it is tough, you will remember it with a lot of love. I tell you, these kind of astrological changes happened when my parents divorced. Happened when I moved from Mexico to the Netherlands. When my parents divorced, suddenly from being the rich girl and having somebody to clean my house, I became a cleaner. My boss was lovely. I had wonderful conversations with him. He gave me books. I learned so much. I was expanded so much by that time. When I moved to the Netherlands, I can tell you, the first Christmas, the first winter, I was so ill. And I was feeling desperate that I couldn't communicate. In Mexico, everybody hugs. In the Netherlands, nobody will hug. Nobody will laugh at my jokes. I couldn't really communicate and connect with people. And little by little, these two changes, the paramount changes, and also 17 years ago when I left the corporate world, these paramount changes have made me the person who I am right now. So 2025 is going to have mammoth changes for you. It's really like moving house. It's moving house in your community, in your technology, moving house spiritually, moving house maybe literally. It's going to be about packing what you what you want to take with you, deciding what you don't want to take with you. It is really building a brand new identity for yourself. But all starts with the decision. All starts with the decision of, I have the vision of having this spiritual experience in the most expansive way. I choose to have this experience in the most blessed way. Because I chose to come here. When I was part of pure consciousness, I chose the time, the parents, the location, and the body to be here. It's no coincidence. So I embrace it. Embrace the being in the 2025. Even when the going gets tough. Even when what you read in the newspapers is so scary. Remember your spiritual contract that you came here to help this transition of humanity. You came here to help. So what is what you got to do? Do you need to speak? Do you need to hold space? Do you need to write? Do you need to clean? There is nothing small. There is nothing that is unimportant. You are not a victim of these changes. You have agency. You have agency, a spirit, that creator of your own reality. So as you create your own reality, create 2025 as a beautiful, beautiful year. Wishing you all the best. Let me drop my tea to pray for you and your family. I wish you all the best, and if you like this video, please like it and share it, and God bless.